I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. Flagler County sees yet another suicide. 27-year-old Davis Ecker took his own life by shooting himself in the head Sunday at the Ocean Crest Motel in Ormond by the Sea on State Road A1A. Ecker was discovered unresponsive and not breathing by his girlfriend. A paramedic pronounced him dead a short time later. His girlfriend tells deputies he'd never given any indication that he wanted to harm himself. She said he had been drinking that night. Ecker was described as an absolute legend and the life of every party. A celebration of his life is happening Saturday at 11 a.m. at Parkview Baptist Church in Palm Coast. If you or someone you know needs help, call the 24/7 suicide hotline at 1-800-273-TALK.
This portion of Flagler's Morning News brought to you by the Daytona Beach International Airport, Delta Airlines nonstop to Atlanta, and starting in May, nonstop flights to New York City via American Airlines. How can Flagler Beach recoup its losses from tourists coming to town?
City Manager Larry Newsom says they won't recoup from parking. He said even during the summer, short of a few events, there are parking lots that are empty. Newsom said there is another way for the city of Flagler Beach to get back what it loses when tourists come to town and use city services.
We may actually create a taxing district in Flagler Beach. They did the same thing in Santa Rosa Island Authority on Pensacola Beach. So where the people would come in and they would have to pay a fee, whether it's buying alcohol, buying restaurant goods.
He said the tourists themselves would generate the funding that Flagler Beach needs to regain its losses to tourism. He said the funds generated would help pay for tourists to use the city's sanitation, water, wastewater, and other services. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
One of Flagler County's most dedicated advocates for arts and education has died. John Arking has more.
After a months-long battle with cancer, the longtime executive director of the Flagler Auditorium passed away Monday at age 58. Lisa McDevitt, who'd been in that role for 16 years, was known as a fierce advocate for the arts and education. In fact, McDevitt created an arts and education fund several years ago to provide grants to students in the performing arts. Through the years, she helped to bring a wide variety of entertainment to the auditorium, spanning Broadway-quality shows to Led Zeppelin and Bee Gee tribute shows. Alan Wetzel, a past president of the Auditorium Governing Board, was among the last to see McDevitt Monday. He called her passing a great loss to the arts community and Flagler community at large. During McDevitt's tenure, she oversaw the reconstruction of the auditorium's front end with a 10,000 square foot addition set for completion next month. Funeral services are being handled by the Craig Flagler Palms Funeral Home, with memorial donations requested to the Scholarship Fund of the Flagler Auditorium Governing Board. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
The annual count of the homeless in Flagler County is getting underway at noon today. Volunteers will hit the streets for the 24-hour count that runs through noon on Thursday. The census of homeless people includes anyone with no roof over his or her head, as well as those in jail. The volunteers will work to identify known spots where the homeless sleep, hang out, or access services. New this year, as part of the survey, the homeless will have an opportunity to get a hearty meal, a haircut, as well as clothing, non-perishable food items, hygiene bags, first aid kits, and blood pressure readings. The point-in-time homeless count is mandatory in order for communities to obtain federal funding for homeless support services. Last year, 683 homeless were counted across Flagler and Volusia counties, according to the Volusia-Flagler County Coalition for the Homeless. That was a 10% drop from 2017 and a 70% decrease from 2012. But some argue the real number of homeless is much higher because it may not include those who are temporarily staying with friends and family. A Flagler County Sheriff's Office commander is chosen as the new liaison to Palm Coast. Tony Magoo has the details.
Sheriff Rick Staley has announced that Commander David Williams of the Flagler County Sheriff's Office will be working as the new liaison officer with the city of Palm Coast. We're looking forward to Commander Williams' service as the Palm Coast liaison for the Flagler County Sheriff's Office, Mayor Holland said. Commander Williams already knows our community inside and out. We look forward to continuing our excellent partnership with Sheriff Staley and his agency to provide law enforcement services to the residents and visitors of Palm Coast. Commander Williams will be replacing a man who had 30 years wearing a badge. Commander Mark Harmon is retiring to take a position as the chief of the Crescent City Police Department. Commander Mark Harmon was with the city since the beginning. He did an outstanding job for our community, and we're going to miss him terribly. We thank him for his service to Palm Coast and wish him the best in Crescent City, said Palm Coast Mayor Melissa Holland. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Tony Magoo.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.